He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao!
Balahi, yung sumbang.
Ingat tangan, human na nga.
I miss boxing. I'm excited for the fans to give a good fight. Boxing is my passion. The way I train, the way I work hard to make sure that I can give a good fight to the fans.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao are both pushing their physical limits as they gear up for their highly anticipated rematch. Pacquiao declares his complete focus and commitment, stating he's already deep in training camp and determined to deliver an electrifying performance for the fans.
I know he trained hard. He has to defend his belt. I'm a challenger, so I have to make more extra mile to punish myself and able to win the fight. And that's my goal. I'm not underestimating my opponent. I have to make sure that I'm 100% conditioned. I'm still here. Manny Pacquiao is back.
The Filipino legend returns with fierce determination, vowing not to take his opponent lightly, while expressing confidence that his physical conditioning and overall preparation surpass Floyd's current state.
Michael Red! We're not done yet.
Mo na siya. Kita pwede mo kumpes dari anak ka rin. Awan din. Last 30 seconds.
Pacquiao reveals that while Floyd initially sought an exhibition match, he insisted on a legitimate professional bout. Now fully invested in this decision, Pacquiao remains committed to providing fans with genuine competition and thrilling action when they step into the ring.
Before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. This is what I'm waiting for.
The boxing icon explains that anyone possessing genuine heart and deep love for the sweet science can compete regardless of age, demonstrating unwavering commitment and authentic passion for the sport.
Of course, boxing is boxing, it's really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have you have interest to punish yourself like that, for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then go for it. Like, continue boxing, But
if you do that, you'll be successful. You know,
of course. But something like comes to your mind, like especially in the middle of preparation, like let's say 2 months after 1 month training, it's like tired, lazy.
Pacquiao stresses his driving force, revealing that his mind has never signaled exhaustion or surrender, which fuels his continued participation in the ring with unstoppable resolve.
When the time comes, come to my mind, my heart, I'm busy, I'm tired. Then forget about boxing. There, right? But as long as you have passion, dedication,
You still have fire, I mean, yeah.
yes, of course, of course. But look at your body also. 'Cause sometimes your mind is active, but your body
Right,
cannot.
says Mine stopped a long time ago.
So that's why I'm trying. I'm trying to push myself, but it's not.
During training camp, Pacquiao incorporates stick conditioning exercises, a specialized technique aimed at boosting pain threshold, building mental toughness, and conditioning his body for the most demanding battles ahead.
Only heavy play. Heavy play.
Time.
Give it time, hey, man. I did that mine off 45 seconds.
Go. Got it. Go. Time.
The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions cautions that Floyd won't remain a stationary target, reminding observers to anticipate clever footwork, tactical adjustments, and strategic flexibility from the defensive master.
I don't think Floyd will ever be a stationary target. I think Manny knows that. I don't think Floyd by any means is an easy fighter, or an easy opponent. Don't expect Floyd to be a stationary target. That's not Floyd. Floyd is Floyd. I mean, there's a reason why he's nicknamed the greatest of all time. There's a reason why he's the GOAT. There's a reason why he's 50-0. And there's a bigger reason why he's agreed to step back in the ring, and that's because Floyd is Floyd. And of course, Manny's Manny, Floyd is Floyd, and Floyd's not just gonna step into something knowing that Floyd plays to win, as does Manny. So it's going to be very, very good.
Officials confirm both fighters have passed all medical requirements and secured proper insurance coverage, eliminating any significant safety concerns regarding this professional contest.
Considering Floyd's 49 and Manny's 47.
I mean, the testing, I mean, the medicals and stuff are the same. It's the standard full physical, MRI, MRA, the eye exam, blood, EKG. So very standard, like what it is typically. They're getting insurance, so that's not a problem, right? So that there's no concerns or any issues there. You also have to look at their history, right? Their history is, look at how many fights they've done, look at how they've performed. They've always shown up. They haven't been, they're not flight risks. So we have to go back into history and look at it. And of course, you see Manny's performance was great.
Yeah, and going back to the first fight, drug testing was a big sticking point for Floyd, right? Is there going to be drug testing for this fight?
Training footage shows Manny Pacquiao working intensively with Freddie Roach, demonstrating explosive pad work with remarkable speed, accuracy, and devastating power, while displaying his characteristic fighting spirit.
Time out. Time out.
Simultaneously, Floyd Mayweather remains locked in at his training facility, refining his technical skills, upholding strict training protocols, and preparing with laser focus for the approaching battle.
Right roll. Off the roll.
Floyd Mayweather demonstrates his trademark precision during pad sessions, exhibiting lightning-fast combinations, unwavering concentration, and the methodical preparation that has defined his legendary championship approach throughout his career. Max Kellerman recently offered his perspective on the Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao rematch, acknowledging that while he typically avoids discussing fighters' financial situations, he hopes Floyd earns substantial money and enjoys a prosperous retirement if he proceeds with this bout. Kellerman highlighted Pacquiao's sport-first mentality over monetary concerns, emphasizing his preference for legitimate competition rather than exhibition matches. Looking back at their initial encounter, Kellerman criticized it as disappointing and pointed out both men are now 50 years old, creating uncertainty about what this rematch might deliver. Despite respecting both athletes, he admits favoring Pacquiao for the genuine excitement and authentic competitive spirit he brings to satisfy boxing enthusiasts.
That's one thing I don't do. I don't talk about no other athletes' money. I don't do that.
By the way, my hope is that Floyd isn't going broke. So, and if he is, that he makes all the money in the world for a Pacquiao fight and rides off into the sunset a rich man. I wish him the best.
I want to fight somebody. I don't care about the money and all that.
Who you want him to fight?
That's not good with Pacquiao. Pacquiao just drew with Barrios.
And you see what he look like?
Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
What do you think's going to happen here, though? What do you think's going to happen in Mayweather-Pacquiao? Are you interested in it? Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
I'll watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
But why though? But you didn't like the first time they fought.
No, I didn't.
I'm not watching the second.
You didn't like that match?
No, the first fight.
Yeah, I forgot.
So when they wasn't grandpas,
I know you
when it wasn't grandpas,
by the way, that fight went more or less how I thought it would go. I always thought it would go that way. I didn't like the fact that it was a diminished.
Who's your favorite fighter, Pacquiao or Floyd?
We know it's superior, and I'm not backing down from that position under any circumstances.
Actually, watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what
when I do a pound for pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
But I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd ever.
But
never
Pacquiao,
thought
he's one of my favorite fighters.
Who?
Floyd and Pacquiao, they're one of my favorite fighters. But I still want
Floyd's
to see
the longer, bigger, better defensive fighter.
Right.
You know.
But let's be real. What this is all about, business. This is going to be a mega event. Doesn't matter how old they are. They're the two biggest names in boxing today. Even
Paulie Malignaggi views this contest as another lucrative spectacle for major names. Remembering how the original Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao showdown, despite its historical importance, failed to deliver the explosive action and raw emotion fans craved. Audiences anticipated fireworks, but the 2015 encounter often resembled a strategic chess match rather than the brutal war everyone anticipated. That bout carried legitimate championship implications in the welterweight division, while this rematch lacks similar competitive relevance. Instead, it capitalizes on intrigue, fond memories, and the massive global recognition of two legendary boxing figures. Malignaggi observes that modern audiences are motivated less by pure athletic competition and more by entertainment value, a trend strengthened by similar events like Mike Tyson's recent exhibition matches, which mesmerize fans even years beyond his competitive peak.
The first fight was also a cash grab, but really, that one was also a little bit too late, and they didn't really fight with that passion and fire. It was more like, I'll dance, you dance, and if nobody gets hurt, we both win, And that's not really what fans want to see. Having said that, the first time around was for the championship of the world. Floyd was champion. Pacquiao was challenging him. I think Floyd had the WBC title at the time, so on and so forth. And you know what I say about. And at the time, it was still a fight that was viable within the whole world landscape of the welterweight division. This time around, it's not really a viable fight within the landscape of the welterweight division. But it's like I always complain about Canelo. As long as you don't take the belts with you and hold them hostage, and the sanctioning bodies allow you to hold them hostage, I don't mind guys doing this kind of thing. Let's face it. Is it the only time we've seen this? We've seen this time and again. I mean, Leonard did the third fight with Duran and Hearns in 1989.
Although this represents an official professional bout rather than an exhibition, the entertainment element remains prominent throughout the promotion. Pacquiao's age and natural punching power contrast with Mayweather's defensive mastery and ring intelligence, yet both athletes maintain impressive physical condition despite their advanced years. This matchup therefore focuses less on championship prestige and more on examining technique, stamina, and tactical approaches while captivating worldwide audiences. Netflix's participation expands the event's global reach, providing seamless access to mainstream fans who might not closely follow professional boxing but instantly recognize these household names. As Max Kellerman previously observed, when boxing delivers properly executed events, it commands universal attention. Malignaggi shares this perspective, acknowledging that while this fight may not possess the same historical significance as their first meeting, the combination of curiosity, nostalgia, and star appeal ensures tremendous viewership. For longtime supporters and newcomers alike, the Pacquiao-Mayweather rematch guarantees spectacular entertainment, merging elite-level skill with world-class showmanship in a truly global spectacle.
That few will ignore.
You know, so I mean, the rematch with Hearns and the third fight with Duran. You know, so you know, and I think those sold pretty well, pretty good as well. You know, people got into it. Were they kind of duds? Yeah, I mean, the third Duran and Larin fight at the Mirage, people kind of are probably more forgetful about it. But regardless, the nostalgia aspect of it, like the champ said, is going to attract people. It's gonna you know, make people curious. There's also the aspect of it where the new fan base is always curious about the old time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, you know, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same thing.
Dan Rafael explains that the synchronized scheduling of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather's fight strategically positions both competitors on compatible timelines, potentially leading to a September 19th clash at the Las Vegas Sphere. He points out that Netflix's participation makes perfect sense, as the streaming giant prioritizes high-profile, headline-grabbing spectacles over routine boxing programming. Unlike their legendary 2015 encounter, which demolished every conceivable pay-per-view and financial benchmark, Rafael predicts this rematch won't achieve similar monetary heights. However, Netflix offers enormous visibility and viewer convenience, enabling fans to watch without additional costs beyond their existing subscriptions, a successful model demonstrated through events like Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson. The promotional effort combines Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and CSI Fight Sports, the same company handling Mayweather's additional ventures.
It puts Floyd in an exhibition bout, also probably in April, but in a different location. And it sets them up on the same time schedule where if they're going to do a rematch, September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. The fact that Netflix is doing it is not surprising at all. That's always been what they've been talking about doing. I think both fighters and everybody involved understands that it's one thing when everybody wanted to see the fight in 2015, he put it on pay-per-view and it's going to be a blockbuster, which it was. They charged $100 for the pay-per-view, the biggest price ever for a pay-per-view. And it set every conceivable record that you could think of in terms of gate, boxing, pay-per-view buys, overall revenue, the sponsorships, the merchandise. You pick a metric and it broke the record. That would not be the case now, 11 years down the road, since they first fought in 2015. So they needed somebody to put up big money, and it really fits the profile of what Netflix is trying to do.
While the competitive elements surrounding this bout remain unpredictable, yet Rafael stresses that the spectacle alone ensures worldwide fascination, considering both fighters' enduring celebrity status. For Rafael, this event demands attention not just from hardcore boxing followers, but also from casual entertainment seekers attracted by the star power of two all-time greats.
Or its most iconic names.
They want to do big events, and whatever you want to say about it, maybe not for guys like me or you who are involved in doing boxing-related stuff on a daily basis, but for the regular person that's scrolling through Netflix to see what's on a weekend night. They're going to look and say, oh, Mayweather, Pacquiao, I know those guys. They're as famous as any boxers in the world. And if it doesn't cost me any extra money and I'm just paying my normal subscription, yeah, I'll check it out. And it's going to do big numbers. That's why Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson did the numbers it did. And that's why, we saw them be interested in a fight like Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua and the other events that they have done. Tyson Fury's come back as they try to, build up more in the UK. And this is going to be the same situation. They put out a lot of money to do the fight, but not as much as what obviously they generated in 2015. And, it'll be a big event, But how much of a fight it will be, who the heck knows? But I mean, to answer the question, I'm not like looking forward to it, but
Floyd.
Reports indicate Mayweather collected approximately $200 million from his initial battle with Manny Pacquiao, while Pacquiao secured roughly $100 million for that historic encounter. This rematch reportedly guarantees both fighters $100 million apiece for their participation. From a realistic perspective, when any athlete maintains solid physical condition and faces a payday of such extraordinary proportions, refusing becomes nearly impossible to justify. Professional fighters fundamentally compete for financial rewards, and no one in their circumstances would logically reject such a remarkable opportunity. The monetary motivation alone clarifies much of the reasoning behind this matchup, even though the competitive importance falls short of championship-level significance.
Say it's just they're both getting $100 million. If you're presented with $100 million bag, okay, and you're still good physically, all right, and can still fight, and you feel good, you ain't turning down that bag, bro. You're not. You're going to say yes to it. All you guys that are shitting on it, okay, let's just be real for a second. No cap. We're all taking this fight. We're all taking it. You can't blame them to take it. We're all taking it, all right? So I hear both arguments, but it is what it is, right? They're going to take it regardless. They're prize fighters. They fight for a prize. Duh, as Floyd famously said in that 24/7 build-up against Shane Mosley. And they're going to do what they're going to do. Now, in terms of why this fight is happening, honestly, I don't know. I don't know why this fight is happening.
Netflix's participation magnifies this entertainment spectacle, offering a platform that emphasizes high-profile events over serious title-contending matchups. Throughout its history, the streaming service has consistently delivered entertainment-focused contests, ranking lower regarding genuine competitive merit. While this strategy ensures massive global exposure and convenient access for mainstream viewers, it creates concerns about the caliber of boxing content being featured. Critics suggest Netflix could improve the competitive quality of fights on its platform to prevent criticism from fans expecting substance beyond celebrity appeal and theatrical presentation. This bout ultimately represents both the profitable nature of professional prize fighting and the continuing emphasis on entertainment value rather than legitimate athletic competition.
Has said that they, want to put on big, huge events. If you were to grade the type of events they've put on in terms of how serious they are, and when I say serious, I mean like real fights, okay? Like real fights with implications in boxing. You have to give them like a C, honestly. Like, look at the fights they've put on, okay? And if there's any criticism, albeit constructive criticism, towards Netflix, is I feel that they should step up the type of fights they're putting on their platform, because there could be a lot of blowback. There was a huge amount of blowback the first Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, okay? You had all this attention. Literally the whole sports world and a big part of the world was tuned in to this fight. And the fight was boring, put people to sleep.
That concludes today's coverage. Keep watching for our next update.